Good evening guys and welcome to another GSI Reacts video. Yes, I still have COVID, but we keep going.
Live ghosts caught on camera. The hand is quicker than the eye. Gareth Williams says that he was doing work on the CCTV system at the parking center for his local airport. Gareth says that while working there, he often found his tools unexplainably moved from one place to another. And workers at the parking center claim that the registers would sometimes start spewing out tickets in the middle of the night for no reason until the entire roll ran out. This footage was caught on CCTV.
Chewing my face off, man. Cutting my face off.
A pale little hand seems to literally come right out of the wooden edge of the desk and push an apple off onto the floor.
What?
The workers didn't even notice until they watched the CCTV footage back later.
Chewing my face off, man. Cutting my face off.
Interesting start. Could have been set up, obviously. It could be something that is just programmed to just push and the apple comes out. Could be paranormal. I've never seen anything like that myself, to be honest. So I'll be skeptical and say no. Let's just rewind the video just a smidge. I mean, it doesn't look like a hand from this point, and it does go in and out too quick. You can just see it there on your screen, sort of this area. It doesn't look like a hand to me. It obviously comes out to push the apple, but isn't it convenient how the apple is placed just there where nobody can see this part here? So, I mean, I don't know, but the fact that the apple's just conveniently placed there, not for me, I'm afraid. I don't know what it could be. Yes, it could be paranormal. Could be. I don't think it is.
Something at the door. YouTube user As Above, So Below says that strange things happen in his house on a regular basis. Hanging lights will start to move back and forth for no reason.
Stop it.
And they find objects move from one place to another. And sometimes the door handles just start to move on their own.
Texas. Beach not blocked with Watson. Come see us and get your Texas water.
If you're going to move it, just move it. There we go.
See it? Now when the video is slowed down, you can see there are no cuts or edits in the recording. So just what do you think could cause this bizarre phenomenon?
It's possible. It could be an interesting one. Things disappearing around his house, that's usually how a spirit would tend to try and get your attention. I've never seen one trying to use a door handle before though. Could be paranormal, could be someone in that room set up to do it, and it could be a knackered door handle. Don't know if I said that twice then. I might have done. So it could be a knackered door handle. Could be paranormal, or it could be set up to do that. Difficult one to say. And it makes my brain hurt a little bit to think about it when I've got COVID, so sorry.
You might have seen Palestinian ghost hunter Assad Khan in one of my previous videos, because he's a member of the popular ghost hunting team Wokyata.
Oj, behind.
Right. They've got a ghost or a spirit apparently in that room. So they try and lock it in. Anyone see the problem with that? Not just me? Anybody?
But Assad also does explorations of haunted locations on his own channel. In this video, Assad Khan is investigating a remote location that is said to have been the site of many dark occult rituals.
तो ये जो दरवाजा बंद हो गया, ऐसे लग रहा है जैसे अंदर से किसी ने लॉक कर दिया हो। शुक्र है बच गए नहीं तो अल्लाह अकबर। ये बहुत ही मुझे
The main entrance is locked, but they begin to hear loud bangs on the doors all around them.
अस्तगफिरुल्लाह। तो आमिल जो होते हैं जाली, ये करवाते हैं इनसे अपना गलत काम, जो ब्लैक मैजिक हो गया या जो भी ऐसा कुछ हो गया।
जैसे ही असद भाई इस कमरे के पास आते हैं ना,
बिल्कुल जैसे वो चीज़ कहती ना हो कि हम अंदर हैं, इसके अंदर जाएं, मेरा दिमाग घूमना शुरू हो गया। क्या हुआ?
Just get to the end.
Assad and his cameraman notice that the main entrance seems to randomly move as they investigate.
ये फिर से मूव होना शुरू हो गए।
What? Chains moving, so what?
Astaghfirullah.
And with just a knock, the previously locked door just pops open. Assad decides to check inside, and it didn't go well.
ध्यान से असद भाई थोड़ा।
Get your arse in.
Allahu Akbar. Astaghfirullah.
अस्तगफिरुल्लाह। असद भाई क्या हुआ?
Get your fucking arse in. What's wrong with you?
अल्लाहु अकबर। अल्लाहु अकबर। असद भाई क्या हुआ?
ये लगी यार मेरा फिर बाजू, जैसे पहले मेरा बाजू खींचा गया एक दफा, यार पीछे भी लग गई। बिल्कुल वैसे
ज्यादा तो नहीं चोट आई असद भाई?
This one's difficult to watch.
लगी यार, इतनी ज्यादा नहीं।
Assad claims that something inside grabbed his arm and hit him in the back. But yet he still goes back again to investigate the room.
Right, so far we've seen what looked to me like a figure of a girl. Something's attacked him and hit his back and his arm. He's had knocking all around him, witches and evil presence and spirits and God knows what else used to live in that area. He's got no protection on, anything like obsidian or anything like that. And he's armed with a phone.
Allahu Akbar.
Right. So, potential could be a figure. If you're looking at that there, you see where it's circled? Yes, could be a figure. Paranormal? Absolutely not. 100% bullshit. If that was real, and you've been attacked like that, and you're hearing knocking, evil spirits, and first thing you do is go with protection to start with, so that's bullshit. If you know what you're doing. And then you go back 3 times, you've seen that once, you've been attacked once, then you see that again. Bullshit.
And the third time is definitely not the charm. Assad and his cameraman finally decide to just call it quits and get out of there.
That's irritating. No, fuck. No.
आप दोस्तों को बता दीजिए
You'll go to hell for that
वो
one.
चीज़ बिल्कुल हवा में, हवा के अंदर
pitch black and you can't see it, but it's floating in the air. It'll probably be a balloon
So
with
did
a cover
Assad
over it.
Khan catch an angry ghost on camera?
No.
Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
Yes.
You decide.
I have. Crack on.
Back to school. Reddit user Bartholomew Blackwell says that he was recently doing some maintenance work in a closed down school when he began hearing strange sounds. He pulled out his phone and captured this. Now the sound has most Reddit commenters stumped. Some have guessed that the noise could be anything from the wind blowing under doors to noisy pipes.
Oh, so yes, I've tried to have it checked
But
out.
no
Good.
one knows for sure. However, one thing that all of the comments seem to agree on is that the unexplained noise in the empty school is absolutely chilling.
It sounds like when you're at the cinema and you get the Dolby stereo sign come on and it comes towards you. I mean, yeah, that sounds like a recording to me. I mean, yeah, it might sound creepy, but there's a voice at the very end of that. If you listen closely to it, right at the end, you hear like a voice, but it sounds like it's in slow motion. Dolby stereo. And then almost a type of voice at the end. I mean, if he's not recorded that, it's definitely of interest or intrigue. I mean, it does sound almost like a recording to me. It sounds like it's not just there, if it makes sense. It's being played. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to err on the side of caution and say no for that one. But I mean, as I always say, without being there and all that nonsense, but I mean, it's a nice noise, you know. Dolby stereo.
That's not a person. Now, not much is known about this next video. After extensive researching, the only info that I could come up with is that the video is said to be from a security camera in a hospital waiting room in Peru.
Estoy viendo, ¿lo ves?
Miércoles. Ay, Ricardo se va a morir. Galarza se va a morir.
No sabe lo que estaba allí. Y yo he estado ese día toda la tarde acá viendo televisión, viendo partidos, tal, pero...
Galarza se va a morir sabiendo que está metido ahí. Es una persona. Es una persona. Es una persona. Que atraviesa y se queda ahí. Ahí sigue todavía. Yo lo veo. Ahí sigue.
I thought that row of chairs was somebody's spinal column on a pitch to start with.
De ahí se va, como que si se escondiera, pero de ahí se va.
¿Me lo puedes mandar a mi WhatsApp?
Claro.
Mándamelo.
Something that seems to be slowly changing shape floats out of an open office. It continues into the hospital waiting room and then just sort of disappears behind the chairs. Now, perhaps the most compelling part of this video is that the woman watching the CCTV seems to be a die-hard non-believer. She just keeps repeating, "It's a person. It's a person."
Es una persona. Es una persona. Que atraviesa y se queda ahí. Ahí sigue todavía. Yo lo veo. Ahí sigue.
Now, the video is very old and obviously potato quality. But still, does this look like a person to you? Let me know what you think.
It didn't look like a person to me, but it's correct. The video quality is as bad as you can get. So, as I've stated before, I mean, he's saying that's coming from an office to under the chairs. It does look like it, but I have seen CCTV where spiders are blurred out. I've told you about this before, and it looks like they're walking from, it's not walking, but it's a blurry motion like that from one side of a car park to another, but it's actually right in front of the camera, sort of like that, and it just goes across. Because it's so close, the camera can't focus on it, and it looks like a blur. It could be that. Could be that. It doesn't look like that, but it could be that. Playing devil's advocate. It doesn't look like a person, but unfortunately the video quality is not enough. So can't say for sure that it's faked. We can't say for sure it's fake with any of them, but most of them you can tell. But we can't say for sure that it's paranormal. But if she's a proper non-believer, interest on that one.
After so many years of closely examining ghost videos, I'd kinda like to think that I have a pretty good eye for spotting anything potentially paranormal in a video. But sometimes viewers are watching even closer than I am. Twitter user TheJester220 spotted this creepy little bit that I missed in a featured Franco TV video from over 8 months ago.
Hello?
Looks like a genuine reaction. I've not seen this one before.
So, did you see it? Well, I certainly didn't back then, but watch the corner as Frank pans his camera. Someone or something is peeking around the corner at Frank and ducks back just as he turns. It's so quick that I'm amazed that anyone even noticed it. But the Jester220 did. Now, this next clip was not
Interesting. I mean, to me, that does look like a person, but I've not seen that clip, and I'll probably catch that one in a later video, guys. But his reaction to that seemed nice and genuine. As soon as he heard the breaking glass or whatever it was, you could see his body move backwards. That is a natural fear effect, where your body's instinct takes over and moves you away from what you think is putting you in danger. So his reaction to me appears genuine. The thing round the corner, you don't see enough of it to be sure. I'd probably say it's a person. Could be the person that's made the noise, but his reaction to the noise seemed genuine.
in my video, but it was in a spooky video that I featured from the channel TFIL over 5 months ago. In the original video, TFIL are investigating the supposedly haunted Yorktown Memorial Hospital in Texas, and they experience some very creepy occurrences.
Changed baby's diaper, Ellie asked. Of course. Was that? Did you hear that? Was that moving? Did you guys see that?
Camera.
I really
Can't see it.
really.
But Twitter user Kitty Oof noticed something that even the TFIL crew didn't see. In one of the shots in the original TFIL video, the crew accidentally catches something down the hall behind them.
Door opened in 3 bangs, 5 seconds. Hello? Is there anyone in here?
Ooh, what was that?
Did you see it? What looks to be a dark, shadowy figure seems to be following them down the hall. The TFIL crew didn't notice, and even most of their viewers didn't notice. But Twitter user Kitty Oof did.
That's interesting, isn't it? I like that. Usually when we do our investigations, it's looking back through the edit where we see the activity that we've captured, and the fact that they didn't see that and they have turned round, I like that. Doesn't mean that it's paranormal. I mean, they could be playing to the fact, you know. But again, that's another genuine thing that you do find with real paranormal investigations, that most of the time, I'd probably say a good 60-70% of the activity you get and you'll miss. It's the camera that gets it. And if that's the case, that one could be interesting. Clearly looks like a black figure. I'm not sure if when we're playing the video, let's have a quick look. If we're playing it, you can actually see it walking.
But Twitter user Kitty, even most of their viewers didn't notice. But Twitter didn't notice, and even most of their viewers didn't notice. But
it does look like it's difficult to tell from that, but you can definitely see a slim outline figure. Interesting, that one. Possibly genuine. The fact that they didn't pick it up. If they'd have picked it up and panicked, I'd have said no. I mean, not all of them types are faked, but there's so many of them that it's hard to believe them. It's when you don't see it, that's the interest. The camera's got it, but they've not. And we find that a lot. So, I'm going to put that one down. Err on the side of genuine. Like the other guy's reaction. Nice end to the video. Sweet. And on that note, guys, we'll call it a night so I can go and get a lemsip and take a bit of a rest, I'm afraid. So thanks for joining me. Comment, like, and subscribe, and please tell your family and friends if you're liking what you see. I'll see you in the next video.
GSI, GSI investigators, they are GSI, GSI investigators. They go all across the nation, find them ghosts, no hesitation. If you need some information, got a spooky situation, GSI.